Hey everyone, I'm Elfowls, and welcome to MGL Semifinals, where we are up against Travistey, coach of the Canberra Toucannons. And we did play Travistey in the final week of the season. I didn't put in too much prep that time, but we at least got to see a couple of the sets that Travistey brought, some of the ideas he had. So I get to kind of counter prep for that, which is nice. Who knows if those were the sets he was intending on, using the playoffs or not, but I can still kind of see the ideas he came up with. So in that match, I think the standouts were definitely that Terra Ice Blitzel, just being a huge threat. It just has coverage for everything. Life Orb, I believe, and Fire moves for the Tinkatink, along with Bolt Beam coverage, just meant that I did not have any switch-ins. It outsped everything except for Dodo, which it tied with, and it used that to just be very effective. The other threats were definitely the Scraggy and the Score Bunny. Kind of going for a fighting move spam style of offense. I don't have any fighting resist actually, so that's very effective. And then we saw actually a special breaker Wooper, a Trick Room Drifloon with acrobatics and room service, and a Citadel, which did decent damage in the matchup to my Fuecoco. Almost took it out, I think, or maybe did. If I recall correctly. So yeah, definitely some big offensive threats there, but I have the ability to counter prep for them now. Definitely the biggest adaptation I am going with for this match is Geodude-Alola with the Eviolite. We have pretty decently mixed bulk here, just to be able to switch in on Blitzel, which cannot hit us super effectively with any of its common coverage, and it is also decent at switching in on the Score Bunny. We actually have Protect to protect against high jump kick from that thing, hopefully make it take itself out, and Terra Electric means that we won't be weak to fighting. It's not a resist, but Geodude's pretty darn bulky on the physical side, and we not being weak to it, we can tank hit and return the damage. So we have Rock Blast and Body Slam as dual stabs, and Stealth Rock for just setting that up. Next up is Inkay with a Cuss Tap Berry, actually. This is just a general purpose stop a sweeper, so last time the Blitzel definitely got out of hand at the end game. Inkay can get in front of that, click Indoor to tank a hit, and then we can click a very strong stab move to just take it out before it can do much damage. Blitzel, not the bulkiest thing in the world, so Inkay should hopefully be able to take it out from a decent range. Psycho Cut and Knockoff Superpower is just a really solid combination of moves here. Great coverage. And yeah, I mean, the main thing holding Inkay back is the speed. So in any situation where I'm outsped, clicking Indoor for that Cuss Tap proc might help Inkay just be a breaker and then get one more KO than it was maybe supposed to. Next up is Toadschool. This is the return of Lead Sash Toadschool because I think that has a lot of potential in this matchup. Earth Power is just our main stab move, hits a lot of stuff decently well. Dazzling Gleam is specifically there for the Scraggy to hit it very hard. And then it's we got Spore here, which if they don't bring Fungus, which they didn't last time, then it's going to be just a guaranteed sleep on anything, thanks to my Sullian Might. And then Foul Play is coverage for Drifloon. Yeah, like I said, the plan is to lead with this and just start hitting things. Spore if I feel like I have the right opportunity to, and just claim an early lead from there is the goal. Next up, I have Scarf Doduo. This should be the same set as the last time. We're really just trying to make sure that the Blitzel, if it's Scarf or +1 speed from a Flame Charge, I have something to compete with it, potentially outspeed it, or if it's not Scarf, just straight up outspeed it if I can. It's Doduo, good breaker, fast Pokemon, hopefully pulling the weight on a lot of our offense in this matchup. Next up, we have Quaxly. This is an Eviolite set with a decent amount of physical bulk. This is just another kind of piece I have set in place to tank a fighting move from Scraggy or Score Bunny in a pinch. It's also pretty good at taking hits from the Citadel and the Wooper, so a lot of general utility here. Liquidation and Brave Bird are just solid coverage, Roost for recovery, and Rapid Spin to remove any hazards that might get set up. And then lastly, we have Tinkatink, this time holding an air balloon, mostly for that Citadel, just so we can switch into it a little more safely. And the set from there is pretty standard. Draining Kiss and Flash Cannon for dual stabs, and of course Draining Kiss with that nice recovery in Little Cup. And then Knockoff, great for the Drifloon, but also just great utility in removing items. And then Encore just sets me up well against anything defensive or anything that wants to try and set up on me. So yeah, that is going to be it for the whole team. I'm looking forward to semis. Let's see how it goes. I will see you in the battle.
All right. Got Trav here for the semifinals. What do we see? Scraggy, Citadel, Spore Bunny, Blitzel, Tentacool, okay, that's new, and Drifblim. So the only new Pokemon here is Tentacool. That ended up replacing the Wooper. Okay, works for me. And the Terra is actually Fairy on Blitzel this time, which is interesting. Okay, well, Quaxly's actually tempting me, given that Toadschool switches in on Blitzel okay, but like I'm always vulnerable to a flying charge. Toadschool is also a great lead because I can just Spore something, which I'm very tempted into doing right now. I think that was kind of the plan in general. Even if we lead into a very bad matchup, I have the Sash, I have Spore. That's, you know, kind of a 1v1. And of course, if I lead into the Puddle or something, I always have the option of switching out. So yeah. Alright, we do have my Terra Electric Geodude, which looks solid in this game. Assuming the Blitzel is Sap Sipper like it was last time. Yeah, good luck, have fun to Trav. Either way, I've had a great season so far, so let's see what happens. It's gonna be the... Oh, it's actually the Blitzel! Okay, that's pretty great. Great lead for me. You know what? I could just Spore anyway. Please, you're switching to... School. Don't have much. Yeah, I actually, like, I was thinking about Sap Sipper. I was like, oh, it'll be immune, but obviously, I have Mycelium Might, guys. That's gonna make the Spore work. Let's Spore. That's a good start for me, honestly. Puts me in a solid spot. Either something goes to sleep or they have some kind of way to prevent it, like a Longberry or a, how do you call it, the safety goggles. Is this a Toddle that comes out? Is it goggles? It's not? Okay. This is great. This is very good. And let's see, Toadschool to Toddle. I would love to get this thing out of here, and it takes a guaranteed sleep turn right now. Of course, I could use that as my switch opportunity. Foul Play. Actually, Earth Power is doing a little more than Foul Play, which is interesting. It's like a... Yeah, it's an Eviolite set. I'd probably only do like a third, but that's like, you know, decent damage. You know, I guess I Earth Power. We do have, okay. So yeah, another one will definitely take it. Could Foul Play here in case of the Drifloon switch in, but I could just do that on the next turn, I suppose. Or I could switch now in fear of the Ice Shard. Ah, it's tough. It's a little tough. So I'm going to say that's itemless? Yeah, let's itemless. I do need an Earth Power to secure this KO. So, might as well. And it stays asleep, so our Sash stays intact, actually. That's amazing. And we just take a KO in this Citadel. That was a perfect lead. Toadschool worked out very well. And we can even preserve it for later if we want. Citadel was a big threat. Glad it's out of here. And it's good to note that that was not Eviolite, so still got 2 potential Eviolites hanging around. Spore Bunny. Okay. So I have the Sash, and I might just have to use it here. Let's see. Code School gets KO. I could just go for another Spore, right? Code School does block Volt Switch from the Blitzel, but we are weak to fire moves like Flame Charge, which it probably has. So honestly, I'm okay using it here. Let's Spore again. Or just Earth Power? Spore. They did not have a switch into this. Goes for Flare Blitz. Could have Earth Powered, I guess. Crits. Okay. Guys, I just gotta say, I love Sash Toad School. Puts in so much work. Alright. And now, do I pull up the Foul Play? I might. I might just do it. I guess I should check if that actually KOs the Spore Bunny. No, it almost certainly won't. A little unfortunate. Once again, though, like if the Drifloon switches in on this Earth Power, the Drifloon, excuse me, switches on the Earth Power, I could just Foul Play there. How much is a Foul Play doing to Drifloon? Let's see. Does a lot. Although Drifloon outspeeds if it's a fast set. Let's just Foul Play. I want to see. I want to see if I can catch it. Can we catch the Drifloon? Oh. Alright. Oh, Toad School. Toad School, you're doing so great. What's the item? Ooh. Oh, is that weakness policy? Ooh. Okay, okay. I do have Endure Custap on Inkay, which I might actually have to use here. Geodude's not sturdy. Okay. So it's okay. It was a weakness policy set. That's very dangerous. Toad School just has to go down here, so we're just going to Foul Play again. We are putting in the work, though. Alright, Hex comes out. Doesn't tell us anything, obviously. Foul Play doing that much is about in line with a not bulky set, obviously. And, let's see. Drifloon. +2 on both stats. I want to check Tink against it. I think it looks okay. I just need to check, like, what coverage does Drifloon even get? Does it get fire moves? Temper Flare? That could be a thing, actually. I think I might need to try my, my Inkay. It's this kind of emergency we were trying to stop. So, let's see, Drifloon into Inkay. Yeah, +2 Acrobatics, you should be seeing that KO. So we're gonna Endure. How much does this do? Yeah, perfect. Alright, and we'll Psycho Cut, because I believe that does not make contact. It's not like it matters, actually. It's definitely unburdened. So we will knock. No way. That does make sense. That does make a lot of sense. Oof, okay. Okay, we got a game going right now. Well... What now? Oh, I wish I was sturdy on Geodude. I mean, what is there to do here, right? Ooh, man. Alright. Well, I fear Inkay just has to go down here. The Custap's used up. So yeah, we'll just let you take this KO. Impressive. Very impressive. Alright, and let's start Talcon. Tink-a-tink. Using Hex, which I guess is for, probably... What's the mon? Jangmo-O, that's why it has Hex, probably? So I saw Temper Flare as an option. It has to be invested for a KO. If it's not invested in attack, it's actually a roll in my favor, quite a bit in my favor. So I think I have to do this. I have to Drain and Kiss. First Temper Flare, let's see. Oh my god. That just KOs? Okay. This is bad. This is very bad. Alright, well, let's go Geodude, who is Eviolite. I guess I might as well Terra. Not much reason not to, I suppose. And let's just double check for Galvanize. We're Magnet Pull. We are Magnet Pull on this Geodude. That was unintentional. Okay. Well, that sucks. Well, let's see. +2 Hex into Geodude. Does not KO, so we're going to Rock Blast. Yeah, I should have just brought this in. Darn. At least the Drifloon's out of here. But, yeah, that did a number on my team. I mean, one could argue it's an even game. 3-on-3. If you count the Score Bunny as down. But I don't. Okay. So how do we claw our way back? It is the Scraggy to come out. I suppose I could fish for a Para. If only I was actually galvanized, that would at least make this threatening, you know? I suppose I might as well Terra. No reason not to, right? And then we're just going to fish for this Body Slam. Depending on what the Scraggy does, this wrong ability could be a huge blunder. Just goes for CC. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Well, anything special on the Scraggy? Goes for Moxie. Has Moxie, rather. And I think it obviously has to be Dodo for the KO in return here. I'm gonna guess it's a Scarf set. -1 defense. If it is a Scarf and not Eviolite, then yeah, this looks good. I have to try and go for it. Okay, unresisted. Double Edge coming out here. Yep, that makes sense. Drafty's 4 Bunny. I suppose a double could have happened there to Quaxly, and that would have put my opponent in a kind of tough spot. And no matter what here, I do have the option to go for this double edge and get really good damage on something. Tink being up here would have been great. Yeah. Although Tentacool... Tentacool. Yeah, why wouldn't I just... Tentacool. Does it take a double edge? It actually... Wow, it does quite comfortably. I think what I'm relying on here is a Quaxly Rapid Spin to try and seal this game in some kind of way. So we're going to try to chip down this Tentacool. That's the plan. It's not looking good though. Blitzel could very well be Scarf, and that would just not be great for me. But yeah, high roll Brave Bird. Depending on... Oh, okay. Rapid Spin. Quaxly looks pretty nice now. Alright, well, we gotta try, right? Spin really does look nice here. I think because I'm pretty sure that the Scraggy is Scarf, that there's not much we can do. We have to take both this Sludge Wave and a Scraggy move, and I don't think that's in the cards. We'll see though. Yep, goes for it. Does 10. Okay. And we do take the KO here. I mean, I guess, you know, there's a world out there where neither of these two last Pokemon are Scarf, but I don't think that's the case. Yeah, I see a Blitzel. Because I'm expecting Scarf, should I just go for Rapid Spin in case of a weird, like, miss? Is that something I should do? Quaxly. Of course, if it's not Scarf, I could just take the KO right now, but yeah, who knows? All signs point to it being Scarf. You know, if I had a chance to spin twice against that thing, it would have been great. But yeah, we're just in a liquidation. Just goes to Thunderbolt, and that is game. It was Scarf. So yeah, dang. So I think it's really unfortunate that I lost both the Inkay and the Tinkatink to that Drifloon, but had I had both of those in this endgame, it certainly obviously would have helped. Like Tinkatink is bulky enough to take on one of those last two guys probably, and I mean, Inkay, it could have like cheesed one of them out with that Custap trick. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about what the Drifloon set could have, and I should have just put Geodude in first. That was a huge mistake on my part after a really good opener. But that is going to do it for semis. So unfortunately, I'm not going to make it to finals in this week, but I'm really happy with this run. The team that I drafted, maybe not perfect, as you can see in some of these games. Didn't play perfectly, obviously, but I had a great time. And yeah, thanks to the owners for inviting me to this Little Cup League. I'd love to play more in the future if you're having more seasons. So yeah, good game to Trav. Good luck, my man, in the finals. And with that said, I will see you guys next time.